Well, thanks for coming along. This is episode 4, and as the opening photos, you have just left Jungle World. The fly river turtles, the leopard, the gharials. Oh, you're just like overwhelmed, and you're like, the building. I mean, I think it was 1985 that it started up, but it's a testament of time. You go in there and you just feel a whole nother world. You actually feel like you could sort of be in a jungle. And you get a glimpse of creatures you would never see. And even if you went to the jungle, you probably would never see them because jungles are so thick. So what a blessing that place is. So now you're like, okay, where do I go from here? Well, when you come out of Jungle World, there's a monorail ride that takes you to Wild Asia. And it's another place to see tigers. You can see great Indian one-horned rhinoceroses. It's the only place to see elephants at the zoo. I'm assuming they still have them out. I have not been on the ride in years, so all of this is older pictures. There's plenty of Asian species of there. There's cheetal, there's sika, there's sambar, munkjacks, the Bakken deer. There's a lot of deer. There's peacocks, red pandas, Babaruska pigs, the giant gawa, the largest cattle in the world, the Mongolian wild horse. I believe it's the Mongolian wild. It's called I don't know. I'm not even going to try to say it because with a P, but I believe they're from Mongolia. I should have done a little research on that, but we've been cruising so long trying to get this all out so that you stay with me on it. But there are other creatures in Wild Asia, and from there. You're gonna, you're on a monorail. It's a moving thing, so you go over the Bronx River. You get to see some turtles, maybe something. Might see some dirty water. But when you come out of that, then where do you go? You had a glimpse of the lions. Do you want to go get an up close view of the lions? You can, but I'm gonna give you a little bit better tour now. From there, I work my way to the giraffe house, so we're going to stop by and see the gravy zebra first. You'll see some Tommy gazelles maybe behind the gravy zebra if you're lucky. Thompson's gazelles, or Tommies as they're called, for us people that love gazelles, we can call them Tommies. We can nickname things. Certainly, they're not an easy exhibit to get good photographs with because usually when you do, the sun's never in a good direction of the Tommies because that's one of the few exhibits that is not a great photographic exhibit. From there, we'll go into the giraffe house. And with the giraffe house, you'll have the dwarf mongooses, you'll have the aardvark, and you'll have a hornbill that's also with the mongooses. And always good to get like a stand there and just see the immenseness of the giraffes. And it's a beautiful place to watch, especially young children looking up and just, it's a giraffe, tallest creature on the planet, right? Tallest creature on the planet. You can't get much more exciting than that, right? And from there, right outside the giraffes, there's the hyenas. You might see them first, active when you go in. Used to be cheetahs there at times, in the past, but then it's spotted hyenas, and then the wild dogs, and then when it's warmer, the giraffes will be out with the ostriches. When it's warmer, past the wild dogs, and then we'll sneak our way back towards them lions because after that, we'll go into the next episode. So let's just take that from there. Thanks for tuning in. So you just made the great decision, get off, it's hot in Jungle World. Let's go for a nice little cool monorail ride. And you're going to see plenty of deer here. Sika, Axis, Cheetal, Tough, Munkjacks, Bakken deer, Sambar. So you're going to come across many species. See some peacocks like that in the background. I believe that's an Axis deer with the spots on it. These are black buck antelope. There's also, that are in a group, you'll see the... another species of goat-like antelope called a tar. I believe that's still there. The elephants, I did look. They are still housed there. These are Perwelski's wild horse, and I'm sure I butchered that name, but I'm not great with my English sometimes. So please excuse me on that. But beautiful, beautiful wild horse. These are gawas, giant gawas of And tigers actually take down these. This is the largest cattle in the world, wild cattle in the world, and they weigh over 1,000 pounds. They're a bovid, so they're very, very big. That looks almost 100% certain that's a sandbar, also called a swamp deer. Uh, Certainly a major prey species for the tiger, and these are Babaruska pigs. Babaruska, they have tusk on them and stuff. You'll get a better look at that. That's just shooting straight down. These are very old photos, so please forgive me. That's the greater Indian one-horned rhinoceros. You may be able to see them too at the elephant house. I'm not sure. I know the white rhinos are there for sure now. This is some of the tigers. They had Bengalis. They had or Bengal tigers. They've had also the Sumatran tigers too in this part of the world. So I'm not sure what tigers they're housing now. And then the last animal that I believe I got photographed is the red panda, and you'll run across that on this good train ride. So you get off the monorail and you head up left. You're gonna go up the stairs. Or there's camel rides too, and there's camels that you can ride. And you go past the zebras and you enter the giraffe house, and dwarf mongooses are there. Certainly one of the cooler little creatures to watch, and the kids can have a blast watching that, and along with the giraffes, which is just awe-inspiring. If you're lucky, maybe the Urt pig will be out too. So from here, we'll just do a little musical background, and you can enjoy the rest of this day trip to the zoo. So I hope you had a great Bengali Express. I hope you get to see enough stuff. I know it's a little tough in that because you can't stand up, but you really want to see stuff. Then you made your way to zebras, The giraffe house, or if it's outside, all the giraffes outside are even better. The hyenas, hope they were active. Hope the painted puppies, also known as the wild dogs, but I call them painted puppies. Anybody that loves the puppies, certainly is special. And then we snuck our way back down to see the lions, huh? Can't beat that, can you? Never get enough of cats, as you can tell. Can never get enough cats. We got plenty of them in this house, believe me. A little bit woo on that part. But hey, that's the way we are over there. And then, there's plenty of peacocks around the zoo. Next episode, I am taking you to what I honestly, you won't believe it when it starts off, and you may not get it in the pictures and stuff, but I believe it is the best outdoor exhibit at the zoo, at any zoo that I've ever been to. Any zoo that I ever been to. And I've been to quite a few zoos. I do not pass up going to a zoo if I'm traveling anywhere, because I got to see the animals, and hopefully they have some of the local stuff. But that's where we'll be heading. And we also, if I can squeeze it in, there's so much in this exhibit, though there's only 3 species in it that I have that I want to show. We may sneak into the reptile house, which is not, we'll bring that for the next visit. Peace, and thank you again for tuning in. And Ninja thanks you. And who knows, maybe some other cats will thank you.